Hey, so I went weightlifting, went to the gym, and it feels great to do that. And the rowing machine too, because like my mid and lower back are weak, and you know, trying to strengthen my whole body so that it's not just my neck. It's because if my back's weak and I'm like hunched over all the time, that doesn't help. So full body stuff. But man, driving is exhausting. Like driving without I didn't have like the headrest, so it's just driving, unsupported. And it's like every bump you're trying to hold your head steady, and it's like, man, my neck is so tired. But at least I don't have any neurological symptoms. There's no tensing up, anything like that. So that's good. I tried taking some like THC and CBD last night, like 5 milligrams of each. And I just had nightmares the whole night, and I was just stressed about my neck the whole night. Barely slept. So that's not good. I thought maybe that'd help me relax, because I still get really, really stressed when I'm in bed. I have more tinnitus in bed, and so yeah, I don't want to do that again. And still trying to get things situated with a doctor locally for the internal jugular vein compression. I mean, I'm using the posture pump. This thing, like I stopped using the neck weights where they like you wear around the back and they hang here, because I found that it was pushing down like more on my vertebrae and like my discs and like hurting. Whereas like that thing, just all it does is like push this way on the back of your neck, and it feels good. And it's just it's really, I like that a lot better. So I've been using that for curve correction, like 12 minutes a day for the past week, and my tinnitus gotten like half as loud. So it's like big relief. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and I got x-rays again next week to see like how much of a difference it has been, my curve is since last time. So hopefully, it's a few degrees better in the right direction. And yeah, so we'll see, because that's also like part of holding my head up. If your head's straight, and it's harder to, and then also the weightlifting too, like all this scalings, like when they attach down here and the traps and all that, like, when I'm doing curls or when I'm doing rows, and when I'm doing everything, it's all getting yanked on, but like in a good way. So like it's getting movement, so it's not going to be so tight, over time, because it's like it's also tight, so it's like it pulls my head like back and it pulls my head forward. So that pulling is happening all the time. So I'm having to like wrestle against that all the time to hold my head up. So like if I sit here for like half an hour and like super stretch out my neck, then it becomes like a lot easier to hold my head up. But obviously that's too much stretching at once. But I'm just saying, like, if I did, it hurt the next day, but like I'd be so loose that it would be a lot easier to hold my head up. So and because of that, I know, because of stretching and then seeing the difference, I know like this tightness is like massively increases the load on the muscles of my neck just to hold my head up. So, and then the loss of curve makes it so that it's it's like your head's on a lever at the end of the lever, and you're trying to hold the other end of the lever. And it's like it's just the physics of it is there's more strain on the muscles. So yeah, but it's like I look around at the gym, and everyone's got worse posture than I do, especially the younger people. I mean, the older people, like the old people, they're like 70. Their heads are like like this, like permanently. And then the young kids are just like they're looking like straight down like this, like at their phone after every set for like 10 minutes. And it's like, and they all have like humpbacks and are hunched over. And I'm like, geez. I mean, my posture is so much better than theirs, and it's causing me problems. But I guess I also have like, all the atrophy and damage, and, you know, and they may not have loss of curve. It may just be like the muscles are, I don't know, maybe they do. But they're also younger, so, in 10 years they'll feel it. 20 years they'll have major neck problems. So, but I'm just saying, like, maybe my posture's not so bad. I mean, I think I had the best posture of everyone at the gym. I looked at myself as from the side, so, but the curve in my neck is still a problem, and so I got to restore that. And then also I noticed too, if like I pushed my lower back in, it pulls my shoulder and my neck backward. So like I've lost the curve in my lower back. So I'm hoping when I fix the curve in my neck, the curve in my lower back will also get restored. And also when if I'm sitting for long periods of time, like at driving or in my computer chair or something, I'll use lumbar support to keep that. Because I guess if you flatten that curve out, then it pulls your neck straight as well, because your spine's all attached. So, but yeah, when I put something like in the low middle of my back, like it's so much easier to hold my head up. So much easier. Like it's like my head weighs half as much, just from like if I just make a fist and put it between my chair and my lower back, it's like a massive difference. So. No doctor's ever addressed that, but I asked AI, I was like, if I correct the curve in my neck, will that correct my lower back as well? And said yes. And then also, I mean, it's not 100% guaranteed, but very likely. And then I've also seen people who've had craniocervical fusions where the doctor fuses them in a correct curve, and then their lower back is instantly painless. Like they wake up from surgery and then they just don't have any lower back pain. So it's definitely connected. So yeah, so doing a little better. Played board games without getting hurt for a change on Tuesday, so that was fun. And just trying to keep getting stronger each day. And because I did so much today, if I drive tomorrow, I'll use the headrest. I'm going to therapy as well, because I have like essentially PTSD, whatever, trauma, whatever you want to call it, from panic attacks, from a lot of stress and injuries and stress and a lot of stress, very intense stress. So yeah, so I'm dealing with that. So hopefully try an EMDR to like kind of erase that from my memory. I don't know how that works, but we'll see. Like, veterans do it, and then they stop thinking about all the horrible crap. So maybe it'll help for me. So yeah. Anyway.